Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. We have a pretty awesome image to show you guys today, an Apollo moon image showing a UFO that I've actually never seen before, believe it or not. Now, if you know Secureteam and you know me, I am a Apollo moon image enthusiast. I am an addict. I love analyzing all of the Apollo moon footage, the videos, the film footage, the orbiter images. And if you've seen our past videos, you know that I'm no stranger to finding these damn things in the Apollo record. So when I saw this image that was originally posted by the YouTube channel Jason Hunter, so big thanks to him, do check out his channel, I had to sit back in my chair because, I mean, this thing is in your face, it's there, and if you haven't seen it yet, I will go ahead and zoom in on it now. And as you can see here, we see these three distinct lights, sort of in a triangular shape, almost like you would think of a TR3B style craft. Now, if you recently followed our last couple of videos, we recently put out a video of some amazing footage of one of these TR3B style crafts, triangular crafts, caught in a motorist's dash cam footage over West Virginia. And in fact, we have even found these objects on the moon in the past. We found this triangular shaped craft on the moon in a video last year. And by the way, we will put the links to all these videos that we're mentioning down in the video description, as well as this Apollo image, which by the way, this is from Apollo 12, taken by the Hasselblad camera, and it's a beautiful shot taken while they were orbiting the moon, so they hadn't landed yet. You can see them pointing the camera out of the window of the limb as they're orbiting the moon. It's a beautiful shot. And so then we see these three lights far in the distance, miles above the moon, that seems to be almost observing the Apollo spacecraft. So they're looking at the Apollo spacecraft, the Apollo astronauts are looking back toward it, taking pictures, and, you know, it's no secret that Apollo astronauts have said in the past on record that they saw UFOs on the moon. There were saucer-shaped crafts sitting on the edges of craters. There were UFOs that were following the Apollo spacecrafts to and from the moon on multiple Apollo missions. And in fact, there was even a piece of footage where the astronauts had talked about seeing these UFOs flying overhead while they were on the moon. The clip which I'm talking about, we'll go ahead and play you here.
Well, let's see, we've had visitors again. Yep. Probably worth mentioning. Okay.
So, as you just saw in that clip, one of the astronauts makes a reference to seeing visitors again. We've had visitors again. And the other astronaut says that it's not worth mentioning. And later down the line, some pro-NASA trolls had come out and said, well, this footage is just taken out of context. They were actually talking about something completely normal and not a UFO. However, I don't buy that for a single hot second, due to the fact that NASA has been a professional at taking things out of their true context and making them about something else. They have edited official Apollo transcripts, they have erased data conversations from the official transcripts, they've edited out UFOs as well as structures in official Apollo moon photographs and film footage, and so there is no doubt that the astronauts were talking about seeing UFOs. The astronauts came out later and even said, plain as day, that they saw UFOs, but they didn't report them. They weren't allowed to report them. And so when you see images like this, it makes it much easier to grasp the fact that there were alien craft as well as alien activity happening on and above the lunar surface. I mean, we have documented that in hundreds of videos on this channel. And many of our astronomer friends have caught UFOs with their powerful telescopes coming from and to the moon, you know, disappearing down into craters. We've shown you videos of official Apollo film footage, one we did recently, where it was all of the film footage that showed these crafts recorded outside of the Apollo capsules. And we will put the link to that video down in the video description below also. So we have this image here, and when it's zoomed in and the contrast is increased, as you're seeing here, it brings out the detail of this craft much more. You can see that there are other lights and surface characteristics to this craft. Now, this could be multiple crafts, or it could be one. It's too hard to tell. However, it's very easy to tell that whatever this is, it's there, it's way in the background, it's watching, possibly observing the Apollo spacecraft, and it's an amazing piece of footage. We actually captured another TR3B triangular style craft on Ceres a while back and posted a video on it. And if you remember, Ceres is a C-type asteroid, and it's the largest object in the asteroid belt, and it's the object that had those two mysterious lights coming out of one of its largest craters, which have yet to be identified despite what NASA would tell you. I don't trust NASA as far as I can throw them. And in a recent video, we discovered that these lights on Ceres glow. These things glow in pure darkness. They are not reflections. They have glowed in darkness when they are completely out of the view of the sun, and we have also found out by the heat signatures of these lights that one of the lights is actually coming from below the surface of Ceres, and the other light is actually coming from above the surface of Ceres. It's not even touching the surface. So how does that blow your mind? So again, we found a TR3B style craft on Ceres, which you're seeing in the image here, which we did a video on. And we found a lot of these vehicles parked in craters. The Apollo astronauts saw UFOs parked in and around craters. So there's no doubt that some of these craters are, possible gathering spots or are entrances to underground bases. The moon itself, I do believe, is likely an artificial construct. The Apollo astronauts said that when objects hit the moon rang like a bell, like a metallic bell, like it was hollow. And then we go back to the moon in general. How did the moon get here? Why is it the only moon that is of its kind in our entire solar system? The anomalies about the moon itself, and not just what's on it, are enough to keep you up at night for years. Trust me on this. So again, this is an amazing image, and we definitely want to hear what you guys think. We will put the link to it down in the video description below. And just remember that there are things happening in our solar system and on our closest neighbor, the moon, that we don't know about. There are structures up there. There have been former NASA image techs that have come out and stated on the record that they were ordered to airbrush out objects on the moon. If you remember, we have this Hasselblad picture taken on the moon by the Apollo astronauts that was supposedly washed out by the sun. However, we found out later by analyzing the image that it was actually an image of a giant pyramid, as well as another giant rectangular type monolith structure, almost like a skyscraper. So NASA deliberately washes out these images and or deletes them from the record. And I'm just happy we have been able to get this image here and that they didn't see fit to edit it out. So again, let us know what you guys think. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe, and we'll have another video out later today, so definitely look out for that. Alright, so thanks a lot for stopping by, and we'll see you soon.